Hello, televiewers, and welcome to Essoh Attah, a fandom which was greatly affected by the Anglophone crisis, which lasted for over 8 years. But this fandom is currently in a state of revival, in a state of rebuilding, where there's an improvement in the economic sector with economic activities, in the transport sector with road infrastructure, in the health sector with health campaigns, as well as the health center being refurnished, including the educational sector with about 6 schools being active in the fandom. Stay tuned for the details of how these people have been able to survive up to this moment and how they are struggling to build back their fandom, which had crumbled. After years of hardship caused by the Anglophone crisis, signs of recovery are gradually emerging in Essoh Attah as economic activities resume, schools reopen, and key infrastructure is restored, from the rehabilitation of roads and bridges to the renovation of the integrated health center. The village is witnessing a steady return to normal life, offering renewed hope to both residents and those in the diaspora. At the Essoh Attah Integrated Health Center, recently renovated, access to healthcare is improving. Residents who once struggled to find medical attention now express relief at the renewed facility, which is expected to serve a growing population.
Don't show up for this because of hospital picking them plenty pikin they don't sick. Some they carry them go to video guy for Jam, Babusan because of hospital. So the hospital dey really long. We thank God how they don't help visitor they fix them. They give you new doctor the way they will come help you can take care for the you are picking their way, woman the way they do better they over so far. So thank God as they don't open me back this hospital. We say we God give it the way they don't bring this woman for here. We wanna make God give a long life so that if anything wanna touch am, me go for.
The availability of borehole water in parts of the community has further improved living conditions, ensuring safer and more reliable access to clean water. The Fund of Essoh Attah emphasized the importance of a holistic approach to development, noting that progress in health, education, and infrastructure must go hand in hand.
Human development is holistic. It takes into consideration all the various components of our daily life. So health is one, education is one, road infrastructure is one. In fact, all what takes to improve on the living conditions of human beings. So and that's where, as a traditional authority, we must encourage all sectors.
He added that the renovation of the health center, alongside the reconstruction of the palace and roads, reflect ongoing efforts to restore life in the fandom. He called on both public and private actors to contribute to rebuilding the community, expressing hope that Essoh Attah will continue to grow stronger.
You see how this health center was refurbished by the government, renovated by the government. We are also praying that the government should raise it to a subregional hospital so that we could attend to other needs of our populations. So we see that, and we also encourage any other sectors of our development, be it public and private, so that together we can make Essoh Attah better. We have the reconstructions of the palace, all the palaces, and even our roads, and also bringing life back to our people. That is even my wish, to be sure that life comes back home. People feel that home is home. They come home and enjoy, stay home as we're all here. You see how the population is benefiting from Kemela and the team.
Slowly improving, issues such as poor road access, lack of electricity, and especially the absence of network connectivity continue to hinder growth.
Before the crisis, business used to be really good. We used to sell, we used to make a massive sale. But when the crisis came, they even burned down some of our stores and restaurants. So everything has been down for a while now, but then things are beginning to get better a bit lately. One of the most challenges we are facing here is network. and the accessibility. The roads are bad and there is no network, so communication is a kind of slow, and to transport goods, it's really not an easy task. Then electricity too is one of our major problems because at times there used to be no lights. When places are dark, we cannot do anything.
Despite this, she remains hopeful, noting that daily earnings now range between 5,000 and 50,000 francs CFA, depending on market activity. She urged other business owners to return, stressing that conditions are gradually improving and opportunities are beginning to re-emerge.
As of now, there are market days that you can talk for 50,000 at the bar, and maybe the restaurant just 20,000. Meanwhile, there are some market days that we may not even open. Yes, we may say maybe 10,000, 5,000. I can say things are getting better already. They can already come back to the village to start running their business as they used to do. Even though many people are already in town, but then we have to start from somewhere again to somewhere.
Education is also making a comeback. At the government school at Tengata, classes have resumed with a current enrollment of 56 pupils from nursery to primary level. However, challenges persist. Alem Leko Messi, head teacher of the school, highlighted difficulties including inadequate infrastructure, lack of textbooks, and the burden on teachers handling multiple classes.
The challenges we are facing a lot of challenges like paying of teachers. Can you imagine that a teacher is teaching two classes alone, one teacher per two classes? So it is a lot of work, and also lack of textbooks and syllabus. We don't have enough textbook syllabus, benches, and also the infrastructure there is very poor. The classroom are very poor. They have not cemented the classroom, so we are facing a lot of challenges.
She added, noting that support from local elites and ex-student groups has been crucial in sustaining the school. Despite these constraints, she expressed optimism, encouraging parents in urban areas to send their children back home as education stabilizes.
We thank the Kwareke Up youth, Kwareke Up early now. Yes, they are the one paying the teachers. They are really trying their best. Since last year, this is the second year that they are paying the teachers. So we really thank them very much, and we pray that God should continue to bless them. The crisis is like is reducing, so we don't face a lot of challenges like last year. So this year is better. I want to advise others that are in town that education back home is very, very important, and it's very booming here. You can see how they perform there. So I want to encourage them that at least how the crisis have already reduced, they should send their children back home.
Efforts by the Diaspora, particularly the Essoh Attah Development Association (EDA USA), are playing a significant role in the recovery process. According to its president, over $25,000 was invested in road infrastructure in 2024, improving accessibility into the village.
EGDA USA has done a lot in the past year for Essoh Attah. In 2024, we spent over $25,000 to help with the road infrastructure. You can see that the roads were really, really good. That alone cannot make a good road because the government has to come in. This year, we are working very hard on the education part. That was our first goal for this year. The GTC in Abebura, we have spent more than $5,000 to make sure that all the teachers are paid. We have bought 30 computers that will be installed there. We are putting on a solar panel thanks to the grant that we got from EGDA USA, and the whole project will cost about 5.2 million. That will be completed before the end of April 2026. So we have a lot going on that we want really to give back to our people.
Community development associations like the Essoh Attah Development and Cultural Association (EDCA) are also participating and taking notice of the transformation. performing Matthias, who has lived in Kumba and had not returned since the crisis began, and a member of Edka Kumba, expressed pride in the progress made so far. He commended the efforts of the association and called on all sons and daughters of Essoh Attah to unite for the village's development.
Since the crisis, I could not come again home. But now, I be proud for see this village where we live on. The work with the round one, it be very fantastic, very nice. The road is very nice. So if we continue with this kind of spirit, we will hope say Essoh Attah will be a nice place. The only thing where I will talk for, I would like to say make the sons and daughters of Essoh Attah may they join their heads together as one man to make Essoh Attah a bit proud.
According to other visitors like Mbe Tanya Stephen from Boya, the changes are both visible and encouraging. He described the village as once deserted, but now gradually coming back to life, adding that schools which were previously shut down are reopening, with children once again actively participating in economic life.
Where I'm standing is in front of the Essoh Attah Health Center, which everything during that time, everything, all the bed and mattresses here, they were all carried away. They were carried away. The whole place was dilapidated. And today, a lot of renovation are taking place. You see, it is clean. And I'm so excited about it. Economic activities in Essoh Attah were very vibrant. But everything went down to the drain. But now, I'm excited because buses are driving right in here. The roads have been done, and the roads are passable. Many guests are able to come.
He also highlighted the agricultural potential of Essoh Attah, known for crops such as cocoa, coffee, palm produce, and bitter kola. With farmers returning and roads becoming more accessible, he believes the local economy is set to rebound.
Essoh Attah is blessed with a lot of cocoa, coffee, palms, and bitter kola. In fact, lower part of Essoh Attah is a very rich area. It is gradually returning, and I take this opportunity to invite all those who ran away, let them come back. Life has come back to Essoh Attah. Let them get back home. Home is home. There's nothing which is more than your home. Because most of them are renting in Chang, renting in Melong, renting in other places, and the cities suffering. They cannot cope up with the life in the cities. Let them come back. I came here personally to see. I live in Boya. Came here to see what is happening. I'm excited. I think that every month I will be here.
As infrastructure improves, bridges are being reconstructed, roads rehabilitated, and essential services restored. Residents say the population is slowly returning. Families who fled during the crisis are beginning to come back, drawn by the improving conditions and renewed sense of security. They say spring is a season of growth, revival, as well as new life. And the people of Essoh Attah Fondom have held on tight to this hope, doing their best to revive their community to build back Essoh Attah Fondom. And they are therefore calling on all sons and daughters of this fondom, as well as all development organizations, to come and join them to bring back Essoh Attah to the way it was before and even better. For Gasa Media, I am Safe Mary reporting from Essoh Attah.